Hi guys, the best event in Summoner's War is back. I mean the best events for you to progress in the game. It's the rune crafting, the legendary rune craft event. Of course, this is where you can get 2 legendary runes. And then, well, let me see. Hold on. Where is it? I mean, beside the Net 5 event, of course, this is like the best event. I mean, this is the better event than even the Net 5. Because runes, I mean monsters, of course you need monsters in the game, but runes help you progress in the game. So first of all, what you gotta do, you gotta like, there's a lot of way to earn points, right? You can do a lot of stuff to earn points, and when you earn points, you can craft 2 runes, and they can't be of the same type, they can't be of the same slot. So you have to choose. I mean, for sure, don't choose slot 1, 2, 3, that's for sure. Just choose slot 2, 4, 6. And slot 2 usually is speed, right? Usually people use speed, especially in RTA, right? So I would recommend you choose just slot 2 and slot 4 and look at what you are like lacking in terms of your rune. So because the premium rune usually people use, like for those endgame, they use Violence, Swift, Will, and maybe Despair. So I would recommend just choose those 4, even for beginners, because you're gonna use these 4 runes eventually, right? So choose Violent. I said Violent would be number 1. Number 2 would have to be Swift. Number 3 is Will. Number 4 is Despair. I'm lacking Despair. Probably I'm gonna go for Despair. I'm lacking a Despair rune with a good speed substat, so I'm gonna choose Despair. One of them is gonna be Despair, the other one probably Swift, because I still need faster Swift set. I mean, I'm still lacking in the Violent department, but I do have a lot of Violent runes that can be re-upped, so I'm gonna go with Despair and Swift, slot 4 and slot 6. Most probably I'm gonna go with hit point percent on both. All right, so remember this, choose slot 4, slot 6. That's my recommendation. Slot 4, slot 6, look for those 4 runes: Violence, Swift, Despair, or Will. And then you see what stat you're missing. Definitely goes for hit point percent, attack percent, and maybe for slot 6 you can go for accuracy if you need accuracy, and for slot 4 if you need like crit damage, you could go for crit damage, you could go for crit rate. But of course, hit point percent would be hit point percent, attack percent. I mean, you don't really need attack percent on slot 4. Most probably, the most sought stats on slot 4 will be hit point percent, crit damage, and crit rate. Yes, so that's it. And remember, don't claim this until near the end of the event. You have like 52 days to do this. 53 if you're counting today. 52 days to do this, so just farm and farm and farm for more points, and then you can, of course, the first step, you have to select the rune type. When you select the rune type, you have to confirm with like 200 points, and then you go to the slot, and then you go to the main stat, and then you go for the sub properties, right? Remember, don't confirm this until you get all the 4 subsets of your liking, and I do mean like, if you're going for speed, hit point percent, crit rate, no, speed, hit point percent, attack percent, defense percent, or maybe crit rate. Look for all the good substats. Don't go for the flat one. I think you can get innate. If you can get the innate, that would be pretty good. Especially if you get the innate like accuracy or resistance, or even a flat one, so that you'll be easier to get like all the desired substats here. Right, remember the desired substat is speed, hit point percent, attack percent, defense percent, or maybe crit rate. And then after that, you have all the 4 desired. And remember, you have like try to get like the max starting roll for all these 4, and then you'll confirm, and then you can roll for until +6. And remember, usually you just roll for +6 when you get the speed. Usually people go for the speed because speed is everything in the game. So go for speed. If you can, 2 rolls into speed, preferably 18 before you confirm this, because once you confirm, you can't go back and reload it. Remember that. And of course, there are stuff you can get, like the grindstone. This is Hero Plus, so just refresh until you get legendary. Hopefully you get it fast. Legendary grinds. For me, I'll be looking for legendary speed grind. Swift, violent, will, despair even. Okay, so take whatever you want, but remember, take the stats that you want, like percentage stat or speed. I mean, I usually use for speed grind for this. Gem box, this also refresh until you get a legendary one. Legendary gem like attack percent, hit point percent, that would be nice. Usually I don't go for legendary speed grind because you want speed on the substats of the runes, and you don't want to jam in speed. I usually go for attack percent, hit point percent, or even defense percent. And then you can get this one, artifact. So you get one attribute artifact, one type artifact. For this, I would recommend you refresh until you can get additional damage, because it's very hard to get additional damage when you're farming, like 4 lines of additional damage. If you're lucky, if you can get 4 lines of additional damage, then go for it and claim it, right? But look for the legendary one, not the hero one. Go for like 4 lines of additional damage. But I think it's not a bad thing if you get like 3 lines of additional damage for a hero rune, because you're guaranteed to roll all the rolls into the additional damage, right? Like all on 3. And usually I look for additional damage by speed and hit points. I think that's like the most important one, and then followed by attack and maybe defense, right? So I'll look for at least 3 lines of additional damage on hero runes, which is not that bad because it's easier for you to roll into additional damage. Because if you have 4, unless if you have 4 lines of additional damage, then by all means claim that, of course, definitely. If you're not, I think I'll go for even hero artifact with 3 lines of additional damage. And that this one is just extra stuff you can get when you gain the bonus, and then you can get this, oh my god, emojis. I hate emojis. And that's about it. But the way I do it is I would go for this first. I would do the points, like claim the points until I can at least get into here, like all the desired substats. And for the 2, right, claim the points until you get 2 runes until step 4. Okay, you can do step 5 last. When you get until this step 4, when you have like the desired substats, you can start rolling for these grinds, gems, and then artifact, right? I think it's easier to get this. I mean, nothing is easy when it comes to RNG in Summoner's War, right? Some of you might get lucky and like you refresh like a couple of times and you get all your desired grindstone. Some of you might get lucky and you get the desired gemstone and like artifacts, but well, sometimes it takes me a while before I get what I want. But look for legendary. I think, yeah, just as I said, just go until, at first you go for the runes, because runes is the most important. Go for the runes until step 4 at least, so you have your desired substats, right, for both of them. And then you can go for these 2. I think it's easier to get these grindstone and gems, so you go for this, claim all 3, and then you try to look for this. If you're lucky, you claim all this, and then you can go back and use your remaining points for the reloading. This is gonna take forever, for me at least. My experience is it takes forever to get like 18. I don't think I get 18 on like my last few runes crafting event. I probably like 17 or something. Then I have to settle for 17. But try to get 18 speed for these 2. And that's about it. Right? If you're lucky, you will get this earlier. But if you're not, then you have 52 days to farm like crazy for the points to get all the goodie, all the good stuff from this. Legendary artifact, legendary this, and then of course the runes. The runes are the most important than these 2 artifacts and 6, 3 gems, 3 grindstones. But this is a bonus. Definitely get this. Definitely get this too. But of course, runes are the most important, and you should leave these runes until near the end of the event. Unless if you already got the perfect roll, then you might as well claim it. But if you don't, leave until near the end of the event. Just farm. You never know what you're gonna get until like the last day, right? Okay, best event in the game, guys. So start farming, start playing the games, whatever. Okay, I wish you all good luck, and that's about it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.